roaring haystack. Oh, it's like being licked on the chops by an herd of cattle. Disgusting.
That's my answer. Aunt Sally, can I have a little rest now, please?
No, you can't have a rest. Got to buy me them tin cakes what you promised before the shops close.
If I don't have a little rest, I'll drop dead from exhaustification, so I will.
Poppycock! Anyway, if you don't like pushing me, you'd have bought a horse and carriage. Not a flipping wheelbarrow. Either that or a grand motor car. I'll have you know, Worzel, that when I stayed for the weekend with His Noble Highness the Duke of North Cumberland, he very kindly sent his gold-plated Rolls Royce to fetch me. And another thing, Worzel Gummidge, the only reason why I'm pushing you instead of you pushing me is so we can get to the shops and you can buy me the tea and cakes.
Yes, Aunt Sally.
Oh, miss,
Yes?
that's a fine scarecrow you got there. Better than the poor thing I've got here. Would you be after selling it at all?
I might.
No. You should...
Clumsy scarecrow!
Hello, Aunt Sally. What you doing here?
Never mind what I'm doing here. Help me out!
Help you out, right? You go.
Worzel! Help me out!
Right. Whoop the carrot top. There we is. Hey, Aunt Sally. Why for was you wedged up tight in that there wheelie pig?
Wedged up tight? I wasn't wedged up tight. I should have thought even an ignorant scarecrow could see the difference between someone who is wedged up tight and a lady what is sitting at her ease watching the parade go by.
Parade? What parade's that then, Aunt Sally?
Oh, they're military gentlemen. The military gent with the drum.
What, him? He ain't no military gent. He's that there daft human pretending to be a scarecrow, is what he is. And a pretty poor job he's making of it and all. There's only one way that I knows of to scare birds proper, and that's you're supposed to stand up still like this.
I wouldn't be seen dead standing like that. I wouldn't even be seen dead talking to someone who stands like that.
Here, Aunt Sally. Supposing I were to get hold of one of them drumby things, would you talk to me then?
I might. Who can tell?
Aunt Sally! I know you're in there somewhere. Aunt Sally!
Shove off!
Oh, you're in there, is ya?
Oh, no, I hate. And don't you dare go looking through this there window, you'll know about it.
I knows why you doesn't want me to look in through that there window.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, yes, I does.
No, you don't, you disgusting scarecrow. And if you want to go trying to find out, you'll get a plant pot chucked at your head.
Oh, you wouldn't chuck no plant pot at poor old Worzel, who loves you best in the old wild world. Never touch me. Here, Aunt Sal, why for's you hiding behind that sofa?
None of your business.
It's 'cause you ain't got any clothes on, innit?
No, it ain't.
It is. You're in your bare wood. You're naked.
For your information, Worzel Gummidge, I ain't entirely in the altogether's. I happen to be wearing my unmentionables.
What's unmentionables, Aunt Sal?
If you don't know, you ignorant, turnip-headed monstrosity, it's hardly for me to enlighten you.
Yeah, well, it just so happens I does know, see? 'Cause last winter when we had that hard frost, the Crow Man made me a pair of unmentionables. Warm drawers they was. He made them out of old sheep dip sacks. Is that what your unmentionables is like, Aunt Sal?
Oh, shove off, you disgusting scarecrow.
You wouldn't talk to me like that. You see what I got down here.
Mr. Prezi, Worzel? Is it for me?
Well, it's a sort of present, Aunt Sally. Only thing is, it's yours already. It's your clothes, is.
Hand them over.
Say please.
Hand them over, Worzel Gummidge, or I'll tear you to pieces with my bare hands, and then I'll feed you to Mrs. Thurston's donkey.
Well, that's different. Here, then.
You gentlemen, turn round. Ah! There's a harm in it.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's my arm, Aunt Sally, just in case you was wondering. And that's my hand at the end of it, and them's my twiggy fingers at the end of that. So I'd be very much obliged if you'd hand it over to me.
Hand it back? I wouldn't so much as stoop to pick up the disgusting object up off the floor.
Oh, please, Aunt Sally, please. I needs it just to make the pair up.
My dress? My pretty dress? What's happened to my lovely dress?
Well, it's been washed, Aunt Sally. That's what's happened to it by that there farming lady. And it was been held up to dry by your ever-loving Worzel, what was very honoured and pleased to do it for you.
It's awful, and it pongs like a cow shed.
No, it don't pong at all, Aunt Sally. Well, it don't pong at the cow shed. It pongs at the pigsty, perhaps on account of the fact that I dropped it in the pig swill.
Oh!
Oh, don't take on so, Aunt Sal. It'll hardly pong at all by the time it's been dried out properly. All you've got to do is hold it up in front of the that smoky crackly thing what the smoke and flames comes out of.
A fire, Worzel? What's one meaning of fire?
But I'd rather you didn't say that word out loud, Aunt Sally.
A big blazing fire, Worzel?
Oh, please, Aunt Sally, please.
What a good idea. And there is a fire in here, Worzel. Only it ain't quite big enough, is it? Not to suit our purpose.
Hey, but I'd rather you didn't make it any bigger, Aunt Sally, not just yet. Not until I's gone.
I can't make it no bigger, Worzel. Alas and dreary me, 'cause I ain't got nothing to stoke it with. Oh, why, bless my pretty little face and delicate hands. Just the thing. A dirty old bundle of straw and twigs. What a coincidence.
Well, it ain't just a bundle of straw and twigs, Aunt Sally. That's my arm, if you like to cast your mind back. So give it to you.
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes! Now look what you've done to my arm.
The billy goat's eating it for his dinner. Go on, scoff the lot!
Yeah, there ain't no need to take on so. Being a scarecrow's something you can be proud of. Once you get used to the idea, that is. He's why some of my bestest friends are scarecrows. Soggy Boggart, Dolly Clothespay, and the old pal Daft Head, Sergeant Beetroot. All of them is scarecrows, every man jack of them. And there ain't one of them I knows is ashamed of it.
Shut up, you loathsome object!
You'll love it, Aunt Sally. Out in the open air all day, with no pesky humans standing around chucking wooden balls at your head.
Covered in bad droppings!
That's 'cause you ain't got the hang of it yet. You have to shout and holler at them every now and then, so they doesn't take disadvantage of you. Go on, get out of it, you dang pesky varmint! Go and find another paddock to peck in, you pestiferous poopet. That's what it is.
I wouldn't so demean myself for a duchess's ransom!
Oh, you do would, Aunt Sally. Come on now. All together now with old Worzel. Get out of it, you dang pesky varmint! Go and find another paddock to peck in, you pestiferous poopet.
You stupid scarecrow! Now look what you've done!
Hello, Aunt Sally.
You clumsy, clod-hopping ape! Shh!
What are you doing here anyways, Aunt Sally?
I should have thought that was extremely obvious, even for an uneducated apology for a horse's dinner such as you. Making sand pies, you ignoramuses.
Well, I can see who's making sand pies, Aunt Sally, and jolly good ones they is and all. Only, why for is you making them here?
Because I'm on my holidays, Barnpot.
Holidays? What, here, Aunt Sally?
Of course. And why not, might I ask? Where I decide to take my holidays, Worzel Gummidge, is of no concern to a flea-ridden Iraq.
Of course not, Aunt Sally.
I thought at first I might take a Mediterranean cruise. Perhaps on a boat, no less. I even considered the possibility of a skiing holiday in the Egyptian Alps. And I thought, no, this year I'll take my holidays at home. I'll just go down to my own private beach.
Your private beach?
Of course. Like what all the rich folks have, so they don't have to mix with common riffraff such as you.
Yeah, but I thought the beaches was at the seesaw.
Well?
Well, this ain't the seesaw. Is it?
Who says it ain't? You tell me who says it ain't, and you see what it gets.
I says it ain't.
Liar!
I ain't no liar. 'Cause it's not, and I can prove this ain't the seesaw quicker nor falling off a log.
Very well, prove it.
Where's the sea? Can't be no seesaw without no sea, stands to reason. If there ain't no sea, this ain't the seesaw.
You stupid, ignorant clodhopper. Of course there ain't no sea. And I shall tell you for why.
Why, Aunt Sally?
Because the tide's out.
Oh. I never thought of that. Then I never did have much up top. Comes of having a turnip for an head. Aunt Sally.
What?
Seeing as you're at the seesaw with your intended, what loves you most in the whole wide world? How about giving him a turn with your bucket and spade?
Give me one good reason why I should give you a turn.
Because if you don't, I'll knock your flipping wooden head off, that's why.
You'll do what, Worzel, Gummidge?
Nothing, Aunt Sally. Ow! Yeah, that hurt. You done it again.
It's for your own good, Worzel. Pardon?
You're right, Aunt Sally.
Yes, of course I was all right. Why shouldn't I be all right?
Because that there titchy ball just clunked you on the head.
It's entirely my business. Pardon?
Dang me, Aunt Sal, that's another one. Yeah, you know what? I reckon there's someone nearabouts who knows that you're a genuine Antique Aunt Sally and is chucking titchy balls at your head.
Klaus will always tell.
Yeah, I knows that. But they shouldn't go around chucking balls willy-nilly, you know. They might have conked poor old Worzel. Yeah.
What the blazes? It's my own ball.
This one's your one, Father.
I'll wager anything you like it's that lunatic I had such trouble with on the first. You unmitigated bounder, sir! I'm gonna have words with you!
Here, Aunt Sal. It's him again. That crack human who's always shouting and hollering and chasing after me.
Oh, Worzel, ain't he handsome?
Handsome? He ain't handsome. How can he be handsome if he's off his chump?
He's a toff.
Toff. He's a barn pot. He's always going round trying to knock down birds by hitting them with titchy balls and a stick.
Idiot. He ain't trying to knock anything down. He's a sporting gentleman.
What you were doing of, Aunt Sal?
Oh, Worzel, the merest glimpse at a sporting gentleman. Dear little heart goes pit-a-pat, fit to bust.
Where'd he go in?
Just going to talk to him, of course.
What about?
Just pass the time of day and such.
Yeah, but don't tell him I'm here.
As if I would.
Oh, good morning, ma'am. You haven't, I don't suppose, seen anything of an ugly, unkempt ruffian hanging around the green, have you?
Oh, sir, I was hoping and praying some kind gentleman would come along and save me from his unwanted attentions. That's him hiding over there.
You blackguard, sir! See him off, Rooney.
Oh, thank you kindly, sir.
Think nothing of it, ma'am. But if you want my advice, let this be a lesson to you and give up hanging around private golf club greens unescorted.
Oh, I will indeed, sir.
We'll call that one half, father, and proceed to the third.
Oh, excuse me, sir. I was wondering if I might accompany you around the course in case that ignorant, smelly old scarecrow shows his horrible nose again. I mean, that unwanted ruffian what looks like a ignorant, smelly scarecrow.
Oh, well, you can caddy for me if you like, ma'am.